All right, guys, can anyone tell me what deforestation means? Kwam?
Destruction of all forests.
Destruction of wild forests? Yeah, good. Okay, so today we're gonna read an article about deforestation and we're gonna find the main idea and some key supporting details, okay? And then we're gonna come up with some claims and evidence. Does anyone know what a claim is? Emma, do you have an idea?
Like the main, like overall, like the supporting of the article.
That would be the main idea. A claim is a statement or idea that someone believes to be true. So here's a follow-up question. Are all claims true?
No.
No. What do claims need in order to be proven true?
If it's in the article.
Uh-huh. Claims have to be supported by what?
The article.
Evidence.
Evidence.
Yep. What does evidence mean? Kwam, Persiana, any ideas?
Well,
Think you're a detective and you need evidence to prove the crime.
what's saying?
Is evidence a fact or an opinion?
A fact.
It's a fact because it's true, right? Okay, so we're gonna read this article, we're gonna find the main idea and some details, and then we're gonna make our own claims and evidence, all right? So you guys can start reading the article now. And make sure to fill out your graphic organizer as you go along, okay? All right. Where are we at, Emma? Okay, yeah, that's a better idea. Emma, can you read the first paragraph for me?
I guess. Deforestation is the purposeful clearing of forested land. Throughout history and into modern times, forests have been raised to make space for agriculture and animal grazing, and to obtain wood for fuel, manufacturing, and construction.
All right, Kwam, can you read the second paragraph for me?
Deforestation has greatly altered landscapes around the world about 2,000 years ago. 80% of Western Europe was forested. Today, the figure of 34%. In North America, about half of the forests in the eastern part continent were cut down from 16th to the 1870s for timber and agriculture. China has lost great extensive forests over the past 400 years.
4,000, buddy.
Okay.
Yep.
4,000 years and found just over 20% it is forested. Much of Earth's farmland was once forest.
All right. Persiana, can you read that third one for me with the help of Miss Trish?
Deforestation
is
occurring
in
tropical rainbows
tropical rainforests,
aided by
aided by
extensive road construction
into
regions
that were
once almost inaccessible. Building or upgrading roads into forests makes them more accessible for exploitation. Slash and burn agriculture is a big contributor to deforestation in the tropics. With this agricultural method, farmers burn large swaths of forest, allowing the ash to fertilize the land for crops, the land is only fertile for a few years. However, after which the farmers move on to repeat the process elsewhere. Tropical forests are also cleared to make way for logging, cattle ranching, and oil, palm, and rubber tree plantations.
Alright, Emma, you're up.
Deforestation can result in more carbon dioxide being released into the atmosphere. That is because trees can take in carbon dioxide with air and photosynthesis, and carbon is all chemically in the wood. When trees are burned, this carbon returns from the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. With fewer trees around to take in the carbon dioxide, this greenhouse gas accumulates in the atmosphere and accelerates global warming.
Quam?
Deforestation also threatens the world's biodiversity.
Yep.
Tropical forests are home to great numbers of animals and plant species. When forests are logged or burned, it can drive many of those species to extinction. Some scientists say we already notice of a mass extinction episode.
Good job, buddy. Persiana? That's second to last paragraph there, yep.
More immediately,
the
loss
loss of trees from the farmers'
forest
forest can
leave soil
more
prone
prone
to erosion. This causes the remaining plants to become more vulnerable to fire as the forest shifts from being a closed, moist environment
to any open
dry.
one.
And Emma, will you finish it up for us?
While deforestation can be permanent, this is not always the case. In North America, for example, forests in many areas are returning thanks to conservation efforts.
Alright, good job, guys. Okay, what is the main idea?
Deforestation.
Deforestation, a little more specific. What about deforestation? What is it talking about?
How it threatens the environment.
Sorry, how it hurts the environment? Is that what you said, buddy?
Threatens the environment.
What was that?
Threaten.
Threatens the environment? Yeah. So our main idea, I like what Quam said, is deforestation threatens the environment. Emma, can you give me a key detail from the article? What was one thing that stuck out to you that was a fact?
That deforestation has greatly altered landscapes around the world.
Yeah, that you can write that down. Deforestation, maybe one more time, Emma, out loud, so everyone
Deforestation has greatly altered landscapes around the world.
has greatly altered landscapes around the world. Quam, can you find me a key detail from the article? We need some evidence. We need to find a fact.
Salt and has salt and burn out culture. It's where farmers burn the land to allow pasture fertilize the soil.
Yeah, okay. You can write that one down.
Oh,
Did you hear that one, Emma? You want me to help you find it? Right there. Starting there to the end of that sentence, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Alrighty. Okay, now that we have a couple pieces of evidence, what kind of claim can we make about deforestation? Do we think deforestation is good or bad for the environment?
Horrible, bad.
Yeah, horrible, that works. Okay, so what is a written statement that we could have stating a claim about deforestation? Can anyone put it into a sentence for me? You got an idea, Emma?
No, I'm just searching.
I'm just stretching, okay. What is a sentence talking about what do you think about deforestation? What would a good claim be?
It could be permanent.
It could be permanent. Let's
Uh,
elaborate a little bit more on that. What do you think, Persiana?
Deforestation is, it's harmful
Harmful
to the environment.
to the environment? Yeah, that works. That's a claim. And our key details would be our evidence to support that claim, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Good job, guys. We can move on to the next piece, okay?